Hi, welcome to Jovie's home. I post new videos every Tuesday and sometimes Thursdays. Today, I wanted to share with you actually a video that one of you guys suggested, and that is ways that my style changed since I moved from the United States to the Netherlands. So if that sounds good to you, then why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. Alright, you guys, so the very first way that my style changed since moving to the Netherlands is I stopped wearing acrylic nails. Now, acrylic nails, I've lived in the Netherlands for about 10 years, so that was a big thing. Before gel nails, you wore acrylics. And in the United States, for many, many, many years, I had acrylic nails, you know, when you put the tip on your nail, and then the powder, and then you have these long nails. I mean, I never wore them super long, but I definitely had nails, and I was going every 2 weeks to get them filled in and to get them, you know, nice and whatever. But that changed real quick when I moved to the Netherlands and realized how expensive that is here. Back in the day when I was in the States, you could go and get your nails, your acrylics filled in for, I don't know, $15, $20. And when I went to a few places near my house at the time, they were asking like for €60 for a fill or even more. And I thought, I'm sorry, what? Who is going to spend €60 every 2 weeks getting their nails filled in? Certainly not me. No way, no how, thank you very much. No. So began the process of transitioning to natural nails, which, you know, today I actually love. I had to grow out my nails, which were super, super damaged underneath those years of acrylics. So growing out my natural nails and starting to paint them myself actually has now become my self-care ritual. I wouldn't have expected that when I moved here. I was pretty upset that I had to get rid of my nails. But now I like it, and sometimes I cut them shorter, and other times I let them grow out a bit longer. But it's a change. It is one of the ways that my style changed because I stopped going to a nail salon every 2 weeks. So the number two thing I want to mention, and it's so funny when I think about my life like before Netherlands and after Netherlands. Maybe you can tell by the way that I show up on camera, I'm a girly girl. So I like makeup, I like jewelry, I like things that are sparkly, I like, you know, to look a certain way. Well, one thing you don't see is my feet, and I loved to wear high heels, okay? Stiletto high heels. I was kind of known for that. That was like a signature trademark thing, kind of like my glasses. It was glasses and heels. But I wore high heels all the time. I never wore flats. You wouldn't see me. I would go to school in heels. I would go out in heels. I would go everywhere. I had high stiletto heels in every different color. And it was just like, I would always match my outfit to my shoes, my heels. And it made me feel sassy and it made me feel great. And then I moved here. I brought all my heels. And one by one, I proceeded to get stuck in the cobblestones, in between the cobblestones on the road. How many times I would try to wear my heels out, and I would walk and then suddenly kind of fall over or lose a shoe. One by one, I had to say goodbye to all of my favorite shoes. And then I said, fine, Europe, fine, Netherlands, you win. You win, okay? I'm gonna stop wearing stiletto heels. But then I switched to, you know, a chunky wedge heel. Those still work for me. I do wear heels. I do wear like a wedge heel or something that's like a little, maybe a block heel or something different that's not gonna be able to get stuck in the cobblestones. But definitely stilettos, no more. The third thing that I noticed, and it's not so much that my style changed, but I do wanna mention it because I did notice it. And that is that in the Netherlands, women don't really wear really giant, flashy engagement or wedding rings. Most people's wedding rings they'll look like this: just a band, a simple gold or white gold band, maybe sometimes with like some diamonds in it, but very, very understated and very, not flashy. Whereas in the United States, people wear pretty big, and mine is tiny compared to what my counterparts are wearing, but like generally you're gonna wear a big diamond ring. In the United States, actually, they say if you're a man and if you are going to propose to someone, doesn't have to be a man, if you are going to be doing the proposing, your budget for the ring should be 3 months' salary. So whatever you earn in a month, multiply it by 3, and that's how much you should spend on a ring. I think that if you said that to a Dutch person, you'd get like laughed at. Like, no self-respecting Dutch person is going to spend that kind of money on a wedding ring. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong below, but I think they're going to be like, no. Moving away from rings, we are now at number 4, right? Yes, we are now at number 4. And I want to talk to you guys about my winter coat, because that is also a huge change that I went through when I moved to the Netherlands. Previously, I lived in Arizona, so I did not have much need of a winter coat. It was beautiful weather there pretty much year round. Even in the wintertime, you might wear something, just like a little something, unless you were going skiing or something, of course. But it was not like here where it's absolutely needed. So back then, what I was wearing was coats that were more of a style feature, or coats that like completed my outfit, and not coats that really needed to serve a function. So specifically for me, what I need in a winter coat in the Netherlands, it goes like this. It needs to be knee length, okay? I don't want a short coat. It needs to be to my knees. It needs an adjustable hood that I can close, because I don't like to use umbrellas. I'm using a hood if it rains, so it needs to be, closable. It needs tight things around the wrists, so that the wind cannot like come in through my floppy coat and then I'm cold. It also needs to be water resistant or waterproof, so like those nylon. I'm usually wearing one of those coats that I say looks like a duvet cover, or like a down comforter or duvet that they turn into a coat with a coating. That's what I'm wearing. But that's really because here it's windy and rainy and oftentimes both, and so I want my coat to protect me from that weather. But that is a huge style change that I went through, meaning I went from having a coat that was part of the outfit to a coat that is completely not part of my outfit, but it is absolutely part of the function. So that was a big, big thing for me, and I would love to know what you think about that. The 5th thing that I want to mention overall about style, and how my style has changed, is I've overall become a little bit more casual. I'm sorry if you can hear the building noises, but I became much, much more casual. Now, I don't know if I can say that that's only as a result of moving to the Netherlands, or I became a mom in those 10 years, so certainly my style changed as a result of that as well. But here, and it really sticks out to me in a video that I made where I talked about things that I love about 10 things I like about the Netherlands and 2 things I don't. I'll link it here. I mentioned that women and men are generally a little bit more casual at work. And you guys were all so much in the comments telling me like, yeah, because we care about the quality of the job that you do and not so much about the way you look from the outside. And I had never been told that before. I'd never heard that before. It was a little bit of a wake-up call for me to hear so many people saying like, yeah, you need to look clean and put together, but whether you wear a full face of makeup or whether you're wearing like, I don't know, whatever clothes, like we're gonna look at the end product of your work and not so much how you look. So that was really interesting for me. But yeah, definitely my style became overall more casual. That's changed. And when I go back to the States, sometimes like my mom or my friends will totally judge me and be like, "You're wearing that? Are you sure?" And they'll be like, "You know what? It doesn't matter because I'm still the same me inside and it's fine." But I've definitely become a little bit more of that. Like, I don't need to, not pretend, that's not even the right word, but like, I don't need to project something outside. My confidence is from inside. And I do think that I learned that here in the Netherlands. And I'm grateful for that. Number 6, and the last thing that I want to mention, is my hair. My hair totally changed when I moved to the Netherlands in a few ways. Number 1, as I mentioned, I was living in Arizona, and Arizona is a desert climate where it's very, very dry. So I did not have to deal with frizz. I moved to the Netherlands where it's wet most of the time. There's humidity in the air. Oftentimes there's a little bit of this like miser rain in the, where it's not really raining, but it's just like, you know, it's wet outside, like you feel it wet. And if your hair like reacts, or my hair reacts to that quickly and frizzes up. So that was a big thing, and I had to stop. Like my hair routine, what I was doing in the States, was no longer working. Another thing that's changed with my hair is in the States, I was going to get my hair colored every 5 to 6 weeks. It was a little bit blonder than I wear it here, but it was also a little bit more noticeable when it would grow out. So I was getting, as soon as there was a little bit of regrowth, getting that redone. In the Netherlands, I don't. Every single hairdresser that I've had here has been encouraging me to maybe every 3 months color my hair, every 12 weeks, so doubling the amount of time that I go between colorings. And that's actually resulted in a much healthier, I have much healthier hair now than I did then. And the color is a little bit more natural to my own natural color, so that when it does grow out, it doesn't look so like shocking. Not shocking, I mean, it's shocking, but it's a little bit less noticeable. It looks a little bit more natural. So definitely my approach to coloring and also styling my hair has entirely changed. So you guys, that's it. Those are the 6 ways that I could think of that my style has changed a bit. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to know how your style has changed if you've moved. Also, if you've moved from the Netherlands to the US or Canada or whatever, how has your style changed? What have you done to evolve or to change in your style? How have you adapted to the place where you live? I am all ears in the comments below. I can't wait to chat with you there. Thank you guys so much for coming over. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.